So this is new. It almost feels like we're talking on a couch, doesn't it?
Little bit.
A little bit. So yeah, obviously this is not my usual car because my car is in the shop tier, and it's something that's going to cost me, I'm sure, a few $1,000s. That's going to be fun to pay off for the next half year.
I'll learn the details later.
Yay! My dumbass mistake. So yeah. Fake laugh, real pain. Anyway, it's been a bit of an interesting week, so I figure we need distractions. So let's talk about Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yay! So a lot of people wanted to be here, but for one reason or another, I think Sarah wanted to be here. She's going out of town. Marissa, she's busy.
Also stressing out over things, rightfully so.
Yeah, a lot of people are right now. Muha, same thing. So,
oh yeah.
So yeah, the white people are going to take this one. So, yeah, I know. Anyway, so, Grant, what'd you think of Doctor Strange?
I enjoyed it a lot.
I did too.
This is definitely, like, it's not the best, but it's one of their better ones.
I agree. Like, this isn't up there with, like, Captain America 3, but I think, it both does a lot of things differently, yet also kind of stays true to the formula.
Yeah. For better or worse.
In a way that, like, it works. It works.
Yeah.
They make it work. But I think that they do enough to make it stand on its own, I'd say.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Now, you saw this in 3D, didn't you?
Yep.
How was it in 3D?
So cool.
Like, I want to see it again just to watch it in 3D, because I saw it in 2D.
Let's watch it right now! Then we'll get back to you afterwards. Nah,
No, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars, man.
Yeah. Hey, if you're spending thousands, this is going to be a drop in the bucket in comparison.
I'm sure my credit card company would think the same thing.
Yeah. Basically, what you would do would be the equivalent of giving the super extra scenes in Team America.
Which scenes were those?
Remember the scenes that were so extreme, literally just to give leverage to everything else?
I don't remember. Like, honestly, I've never seen Team America all the way through.
Really?
I've seen a lot of it, just not all the way through.
I'll show it to you sometime.
Sometime. That's,
basically,
which means never.
The unrated version, it was mostly just stuff involving the puppet sex, and they did things that were like, holy shit.
Okay, yeah.
Quite literally, might I add, at one point.
Okay.
I'm just like...
Didn't need that in my brain tonight, but okay, now it's there. Now it's not leaving. So, yeah, Doctor Strange. Now, I'm thinking it was, like, puppet poop, and it's making me really uncomfortable. But anyway, no. Like, it's really solid. Somebody else pointed this out, I kind of agree. I don't know why they didn't just make Benedict Cumberbatch British. Because he's trying an American accent here, and it's not terrible, but it's not great.
It was fine to me.
It's serviceable. Like, it gets the job done, but I can also hear him trying very hard not to let his British accent slip through.
Yeah. Because he's basically acting like Sherlock.
Yeah, and they make a Sherlock reference in this movie, which I caught.
I wonder if I missed that part.
It's a blink and you miss it shot. It's when he comes out of the portal, and he is in London, and he turns around and it says, like, 227B, like, Caker Street or something like that.
Oh, the Baker Street!
Yeah.
I remember that. Okay, I remember that. I did laugh at that moment.
Yeah, because I was like, I see what you did there, movie.
Yeah, and I think it actually was Baker Street. That was the joke.
Okay, it was actually big. I thought they misspelled it on purpose for copyright issues, but again, Sherlock is free public domain. So, anyway, but no, even though the Benedict Cumberbatch is great in this movie, he really is. It is a top-notch cast.
Yeah.
And,
I mean... Yeah, Benedict Wong, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Benedict Wong. Who was Benedict Wong?
He was Wong.
Oh, that's his name, Benedict Wong?
Yep.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay,
and I always, for the while, I was getting him confused with B.D. Wong.
Okay.
I was like...
No, you got that, and I thought Mordo was pretty good in this movie, too.
Guy whose name I can't pronounce for the life of me.
Oh, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to butcher it.
Chewbacca L...
See, that's why I didn't try.
Yeah.
Brilliant actor. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant actor. Impossible to pronounce his name.
Chewbacca Elijah Wood?
Somebody's going to say that's offensive. Are you saying he's a furry beast, Grant?
Hey, I'm saying, if we are able to do the same thing with Bandicoot Crash Team Racing, we can do the same with him. Benedict Cumberbatch. You never done the Benedict Cumberbatch name game?
What?
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's this whole online thing about where the joke is trying to make, like, strange iterations of Benedict Cumberbatch's name, because it's just so fun to say. And, like, So some of my favorites are Bandicoot Crash Team Racing, Bendy Dick Cucumber Patch.
Okay, I like that one. All right.
And I remember I came up with a restaurant one where it was like, I think it was Bennigan's something or other.
I was like, I played the shit out of Crash Bandicoot Team Racing when I was a kid. I got really confused. I was like, how are these two tied together? But anyway.
But yeah, so that's the joke with that.
Okay, got it.
And that's why I made that, and that was why I was making that joke.
Going back to the movie though, like even as it does follow the tropes. Like it's not as like humor based as say Thor 1 and 2 were.
But there were still a lot of damn jokes in there.
There was a lot of damn jokes. Some of them work. Some of them were kind of like, okay, that's a bit too pop culture referencey to me.
Even then, I was still kind of laughing just because the thing where he just kept doing the one name thing. Like I just like the payoff of it more.
The payoff was good. I will admit the payoff for that was good.
Okay, this going on, then ha!
It was a good payoff. It was a good payoff. Shitty librarian, but good payoff. But anyway, but you got that, and even though it follows some of those tropes, I did feel like some of the more like emotional scenes still kind of stand out, like at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
Especially that scene with Rachel McAdams.
That's who that was. How did I not remember?
I don't know how you didn't know that either.
I don't know why. I think I don't know. It's probably because I've not seen a lot of Rachel McAdams lately that it's just her name kind of slips from my mind.
Oh, she was in Spotlight.
Oh yeah.
She was the forgettable one, but she was in Spotlight.
It's like the last thing I remember her being in before that was
True Detective.
Which season?
Season 2.
Didn't watch season 2.
Oh, okay.
I think the last thing I remember seeing her in was Julia and Julia. Julie and Julia.
You're going back there. But anyway,
I'm sure there's something else, but it's like you get the point. I don't see her in a lot of movies.
My point, like even then, like it really just portrays Doctor Strange as just a unbelievable dick.
Yet still somewhat likable.
Somehow, I don't know how they do it. Like same kind of things like Tony Stark is like, man, I should hate you, but for some reason I'm just finding you really likable still. I don't know why I'm rooting for you. You're an asshole. But especially the scene like later on, where after the car accident happens, and he loses his hands, which he basically takes as like destroying his life because that's everything he does based on how he can use his hands. Spends basically his entire fortune trying to get it repaired. Amy Adams is an ex-love interest who is trying to be supportive, but is finding it really difficult for good fucking reason. Yeah. Because he's an insufferable ass.
And a negative Nancy.
And a negative Nancy. And it culminates in this great scene that I was like, this is a Marvel movie kind of part, and then it goes into more Marvel movie tropes.
Yeah.
But, because it does I do feel like I would have seen this movie in a legitimate like drama or something like that. So I give it props for trying that direction.
Yeah.
And it's Benedict Cumberbatch, so he sells it beautifully.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Jesus, dude, can you not be you for a second? But then he's back to being quirky and charming, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But I take it back. Not necessarily. I take it back. He's not necessarily quirky and charming like Robert Downey Jr. would play this.
He kind of was, like a lot of times.
But much more. Not until he got to the temple did that really become more of a thing.
Yeah.
Up until then, he was still just. You could tell he was just this broken, desperate man.
And that's what I liked was like they broke him down to build him back up again.
Yeah.
And they gave it a fair amount of time, and while still leaving room for improvement in the sequel as well as setting other things up. So I like the fact that like they didn't like full blow go all the way. It's one of those he's got a long road ahead of him. Set up.
Yeah. I think it was the one meme I saw the other day where it shows a shot of him with the two shields, and like below it says Sorcerer Supreme, and then it shows one of the shields go out, and he goes, Sorcerer pretty good. Which is pretty funny. I mean, like, it does fall into some of the, like, it's not a perfect movie. There are some issues I have with it. Again, the villain is kind of forgettable. Yeah. Both of them are.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen does his best.
Mads Mikkelsen he's Mads Mikkelsen, so he's a very subtle actor, and I love Mads Mikkelsen. And, like, even the scene where he's talking with Doctor Strange tied up in that weird little fucking medieval locking mechanism, which was great. He has this kind of a monologue talking about, like, time and what he wants to do, what he's doing, and what this means for him, and all that stuff. Like, just on paper, this would not work, but it's played by Mads Mikkelsen, who is acting the shit out of it. Yeah. So he's got the tears in his eyes. He is doing everything he can to add some substance to this.
Like, basically, you can tell, like, the whole thing, it's because they mentioned his wife before, and you can tell like he's trying to tie that to that.
Yeah.
The problem is the writing itself doesn't necessarily allow that.
Again,
and I feel like they laid some good groundwork for what they could have done. They just didn't really do a good job of exploring it.
No, I agree. I think again, it comes down to like any subtlety or complexity that's given to that character is because of Matt Mikkelsen. It is not because of the writing.
Yeah. Even then, he gets some pretty good joke moments in there too.
True. Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, wow, Hannibal got some laughs.
It's like, and you, who are you, Mr. Doctor? Mr. Doctor. It's strange. Maybe, but who am I to judge?
I just love those. It's like,
he's such a dry wit, and I love it.
Or was it just like when Strange gets like that weird jar?
He holds it up like this. He goes, like, kind of coils back. Goes,
you don't know how to use that, do you?
You don't know how to use that, do you? It kind of looks like. And on that note, let's talk about the action scenes, because the action scenes are fucking phenomenal in this movie. Like, if nothing else, like, they take full advantage that this is a movie of mysticism.
And this is one of those where the 3D takes full advantage of it too. Like, just seeing like all these buildings just kind of like warp and bend, it takes such great advantage of it.
Yeah, and I want to watch it again, like get the full IMAX 3D experience if I can afford it.
Regular will do you fine.
Fair enough. Anyway, like I don't usually go see movies again because money.
Yeah.
But this might be an exception I make because like I just could tell just watching in 2D is like this. I can imagine this will look fucking amazing in 3D.
Yeah, this is one of the few movies that's like, yes, definitely see it in 3D.
Also means like I feel like I need to go into this a few beers in just to see what I take it back. I'd probably puke. Especially with the first like, fuck it, let's throw balls to the walls, just trippy scenery at you. Boom! You like Benedict Cumberbatch's face? Here's 5 million of them in sequence. His fingers have hands, and they have finger hands, and
it's like, yeah.
Understandably, he comes back and like, what the fuck was that? It's
like,
oh, you're still a prick. Get out of my house.
It was just like, teach me. No.
Speaking of, do you want to talk about the Ancient One? Because like for all the controversy that was surrounding this character, I thought she actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like, it's just like, watching the movie itself, it
works.
Yeah. I was fine with it. It's like, I understand why people are upset, but for me, it's just like, okay, in terms of the context of the movie, it's like, yeah.
And like, even she gets a pretty, who's the name of the actress who played her?
Tilda Swinton.
She gets some pretty good scenes too, like especially her scene towards the end with talking about Doctor Strange, kind of gave the big motivational rah-rah speech, but at the same time, there's also a good sentiment to it. These are really good characters. Or at least the heroes are good characters, let me emphasize that. The villains, not so much. Spoiler alert, on one hand, cool to see Dormammu on screen. On the other hand, pretty boring.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to watch Doctor Strange get murdered in 500 million ways.
Groundhog Day!
Groundhog Day in the worst way. Minus the parts where you just get to like have some fun in between.
Yeah.
Around this way is like stabbed, disintegrated, I was waiting for a scene where there's just like 2 little booties like left over. And everything else is just dust in the wind.
Pretty funny.
That actually would be pretty funny.
I will admit, like, that whole scene I was a little mixed on. Because, like, on the one hand, it was a great scene. On the other hand, it did feel mildly anticlimactic.
Yes and no. Honestly, I think what was anticlimactic is not showing the fight that happened before Doctor Strange and Mordo showed up to the last temple. Because I wanted to see that. To a certain extent, that's true. Because I was like, it was kind of cool seeing, like, the destruction of everything going in reverse. So they technically did show it to you. Yeah, but I mean, like, you had this army of, like, sorcerers with all their cool weaponry and shit. You had Wan leading the way. It's like, let's go get them. And then cut to just destruction, everything.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Either you guys really sucked or something. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, so that was a minor complaint. It wasn't enough to like ruin the movie because again it could have just been the win over budget. But again, just the actions that are there are so good and so creative and pretty to look at, especially a scene when they're in the mansion later on, New York sanctum. When, like, again, they just take full advantage of, like, the way the hallway stretching or cave in, how everything tilts, how they use, like, the windows to help out, too. Very creative, very original, and it was, like, a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's a lot to like here.
What's some of the other cool stuff, like the teleporting windows?
I was talking about the teleporting windows. The cloak.
Yes.
which I don't know if it does that in the comics. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, not to my, wouldn't know either.
I've only read a few Doctor Strange books. He's not what I actively read on.
Yeah.
But
all I gotta know is that basically they turned the cloak into the magic carpet from Aladdin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not a bad thing though, because it has some pretty good moments.
No, it does have some entertaining moments. And it's strangely sentimental for a cloak.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. I mean, like, there were some parts of the movie I felt like were kind of like cliff notes by the studio. Like, you have to have a romance subplot. So here's Rachel McAdams, who's in a handful of scenes.
Yeah.
It was like, I liked that the role she played early on, but you didn't really need to have the romantic subplot with them towards the end.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like an Ant-Man, except Ant-Man kind of made fun of it. Where it just walks in like, well, when did this happen?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, much like the villains in the Marvel Universe, the love interest just kind of there. I'd say the only one who I'd say really got any good use, at least in the Marvel Universe from my knowledge, was Pepper Potts.
Yeah, that was going to say. Gwyneth Paltrow always had a good role in those until her contract ran out. That's where she went in Civil War. Peggy Carter did pretty well for herself later on.
That is true. I don't consider. Well, the thing is, I don't consider her a love interest because I consider like a standalone thing because she did end up getting her own show too.
True, but she did start out as a love interest.
You're right, and that's true.
So to be fair in that regard, and you got Ant-Man and the Wasp coming up, so I have a feeling that's gonna be pretty good too, or at least it's gonna expand her character.
I hope, because I mean, remember, I was not like the biggest fan of Ant-Man either. Like,
I liked it more than you did, and I liked Evangeline Lilly in that movie, and I think
she was fine.
I think she's gonna do well in the Wasp, as the Wasp. But
it was for me. It's just I was not a fan of the writer-director combo, and mostly the issues of the writing or at least the type of humor that kind of jumped out at me.
Like there was some humor. I liked it more when it was focused on the two Ant-Mans. I thought that was when the movie shined the most. The other ones was not my favorite, although I know a lot of people like him, but I just didn't do anything for me.
Same here. Scott? Yep. You know you're full of shit, right? Yep.
And those two did work really well with each other.
Yeah, they did. I'm glad they got Michael Douglas in.
Oh yeah, me too.
He was fantastic.
Me too. And it's on one hand, I'm glad to see Matt Mikkelsen in here, but on the other hand, I kind of wish he waited for a better role. Because again, that's kind of like, it's because it's Matt Mikkelsen. It works better in this. Like, he's one of the more interesting, boring villains so far. I mean, like, at least I have something good I can say about him. That's more than I can say about the villain in Thor 2. Or in the other extreme, Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a movie I think is a great movie, but the villain was boring and the actor knew it.
Yeah. To a certain extent, I'd say also the same thing with me for not Civil War, Winter Soldier. Not Winter Soldier himself. I mean, the guy who's kind of orchestrating everything.
I still stand by that's a good villain, but I know we disagree on that.
Yeah. For me, it's similar with Matt Mikkelsen. Like, I didn't think the villain himself was that interesting. It's just the way that Robert Redford portrayed it.
And that's what worked for me.
Yeah. So, like, I'll admit, it's like, he was definitely not the weakest villain of the series.
No.
Like, it's like I said, like Matt Mikkelsen, he just had a really good performance to complement it, to make it better.
Okay, yeah. No, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, like, everyone's in a fucking Marvel movie nowadays.
Pretty much.
Unless they're in a DC movie, which in case...
Hell, some people are even, like, kind of going between the universes.
Like, which one? Oh, like, J. Jonah Jameson?
Mm-hmm. Chris Evans.
Oh, yeah, Chris Evans, too. Which one was Chris Evans?
Well, technically those were Vertigo comics. Because I think he was in The Losers, for example.
Yeah, he was in The Losers. Yeah.
And of course, he was also in Scott Pilgrim, but that's just independent in general.
He's great in Scott Pilgrim.
Yes, he is.
Fucking love Scott Pilgrim.
Have you ever played the game?
I did play the game, actually. Yeah, that game's pretty good, too.
I love that game.
The problem with that game is after you level up for a certain time, like, there's no challenge anymore. You can just start everything like a single punch.
Yeah, that's why I always played that game on hard mode to kind of help balance it out. But admittedly, it's true. Like, even when you max level, even that's a little bit on the easier side.
Yeah, so after a while, it kind of loses punch, oddly enough. But, anywho, so, yeah, Doctor Strange is I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do with Mordo.
Yeah, that's another thing I liked was...
I like that they did make him the villain in this movie.
Yeah, but they laid the groundwork.
They did. So like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
So which pretty much just like Doctor Strange kind of leaves, more room to to grow or as such.
Yeah, and I his motivation for why he kind of left, like, I get it personally, but I would totally get it if you had an issue with it.
I was fine with that.
Yeah, like, I've heard some people have an issue with it. It worked for me, because basically the whole thing was of him basically realizing that his greatest teacher and his most admired mentor is a hypocrite.
Yeah.
And that'll do it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, having to basically sacrifice every fundamental belief you have in order to save the day does take a toll on you.
Yep.
So I can see where he's going from that. I'm curious what they'll do with him in the sequel. I like they did make him a villain here. That makes it possible, like, okay, maybe we can finally get a good, great Marvel villain. Like, because the last great Marvel villain we've had is Loki.
He's the only great Marvel villain.
Oh, unless you count the TV shows.
Sorry, I meant in the movies. But even then, I'm trying. Yeah, because like
Kingpin, Purple Man. Yeah. What's the Luke Cage one?
Which one?
Cottonmouth. I haven't gotten to the second one yet. Yeah, that's the exact reaction Ron had. You didn't like him?
Oh no.
I've heard mixed things. Like, see, Ron really likes him. You don't like him.
I loved Cottonmouth, but the guy that follows up, not so much.
I'll be the judge of that.
He's not, once again, not the worst villain, but like much like the villains from Daredevil Season 2 compared to Kingpin. Pretty much that's what happened.
I don't know. Like, that's one of those cases I'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Because I know Ron really likes him and you really don't like him, so that's maybe I'll find myself in the middle.
I don't hate him, but let's just say, kind of reminds me of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor in some regards.
Don't say that name in this car, sir.
Why? It's not your car.
It's my rental, therefore it is mine until I return it.
Well, I was going to say, this is our way of vandalizing a car that doesn't belong to us.
I gotta drive us for a week, dude.
Just opens the door. Jesse Eisenberg!
Fuck you, Jesse Eisenberg.
Thank God Diamondback doesn't get quite as bad as that. It's like, he feels like a half-assed Joker.
Depending on how it's portrayed, it could work. It depends how it's portrayed. But again, I'm gonna wait and see on that. But anyway, back to Doctor Strange. So, and of course, like, I also like the movie's also very restrained with the references.
Yeah. Like, the only ones I remember was, like, there was a thing that referenced Rhodey.
What did they reference Rhodey?
They mentioned the,
the
colonel with the spinal injury.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was a reference to Rhodey or that was a reference to Iron Man 2.
No, that was a reference to Rhodey in Civil War.
Okay. Because I know, like, in Iron Man 2, they showed that video where the guy, like, twisted himself in half trying to get one of the Iron Man suits to work.
No, it was, that was definitely Rhodey.
Okay. And I know they made one reference that basically said, like, Avengers will take care of the physical threats, we take care of the mystical threats, which is a line that makes sense to say. So, like, even then, like, it's not like a forced-in reference.
Yeah. Although, I remember someone did mention something about, like, some of the other mystical stuff that's like, wait, where were you, though? I can't remember which event, like, which Marvel movie it was exactly, but it's like, actually, that's a pretty good complaint.
Well, if that's the case, if it actually was Rhodey in Civil War they're referring to, this clearly takes place after Civil War.
Yeah. Of course, this also has that one other continuity issue.
Which is what?
Where they reference Doctor Strange and, what was it, Captain America 2?
True, but at the same time, maybe they just, that doesn't necessarily mean he was the Sorcerer Supreme, they just saw him as somebody that could eventually become a threat.
Yeah. At the same time, though, it's like, how would a doctor become a threat when he literally has no power/connection?
True, but that thing also targeted millions and millions of individual people.
Yeah, fair.
That's the way I kind of saw it. I thought that's just a random name he pulled out of his hat.
Fair enough.
So, like, that one never bothered me. Because I was like, okay, they targeted millions of people. This isn't just superheroes.
Fair enough.
So that I was okay with that. What?
Sorry, I just remembered I also took a note of which trailers I had, so I'm just pulling that up while I'm at it.
Okay. As far as going back to Dormammu a bit, though, I thought it was a clever way to beat the villain.
Yeah.
And I like how they tried to nail the design of Dormammu, because it is definitely especially since we already have Ghost Rider on Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now, which I would love it if, do you see the reveal of all that? So I'm kind of hoping that other one appears like in the Marvel Netflix TV show, because that'd be amazing.
And it better be Nicolas Cage.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, have you seen the trailer for his new movie coming out? It's made by the director of Borat.
I kind of want to see this.
It has Russell, what's his name?
Crowe?
No, not Russell Crowe.
Brand?
Russell Brand playing God, telling an insane Nicolas Cage that he has to go to Afghanistan to find Osama bin Laden.
Little did anybody know this is actually a documentary.
Either way, it's like, sold. It's called One Man Army. Look it up. This is like, yes, I need some Cage crazy in my life right now. But yeah, Dormammu's look, very kind of hard to translate. I could tell they did their best. I kind of wish there was more to him, but Dormammu in the comics is kind of a one-note villain anyway.
Yeah.
He's a Galactus-level villain who, like, really, when they're in his realm, they stand absolutely no chance of beating him in any way whatsoever.
Right.
So, that's like Ant-Man going against Galactus, basically. Although I do like, there's one great series of comic panels. I don't know if you ever read it, where it shows, I think it's Ant-Man and Spider-Man with what's called I think it was called the Ultimate Neuralizer, which is basically a gun that can make anything inert or like destroy the universe, something like that. Ultra powerful weapon anyway. And they're pointing at Galactus, and Galactus goes, like, if you press that button, you will destroy all life as you know it on this earth or whatever like that. And he goes like, so do not dare threaten me with a weapon you dare not use, you pathetic worm. And Spider-Man looks at me and goes, boop.
Oh, jeez.
Comics. We'll probably never get Galactus in a good Marvel movie in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Unless Fox finally gives up and try to make a good Fantastic Four movie.
Ha! That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I heard they're trying to reboot the X-Men franchise again now.
Technically, isn't that what the new movies are for?
Yeah, but they want to do it again since Hugh Jackman's leaving as Wolverine.
Yeah.
And the Apocalypse didn't make as much as they wanted.
That's what you get for making a not-so-great movie.
Yeah, well, Logan looks pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually excited for that one.
Although I'm kind of curious how this works timeline-wise, because if this is really like supposed to be a sequel to all the X movies, this is a really bleak ending to have X-Men on.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's like an actual sequel or it's like an Elseworld story.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's supposed to it follows like Wolverine 2 and whatnot.
Yeah, I think. Well, even then, Wolverine 2 technically didn't happen anymore.
That's true.
Or maybe it follows that continuity. I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
But, anyway, so he's like.
No, it's got to follow the new continuity. That's the only way that it would make sense, because he's. Well, remember, because if they're following the continuity of the old one, which would be basically Days of Future Past, all the mutants would be dead from Sentinels.
That's true. That's true. Okay, that's a good point. I don't know, maybe it was after Sentinels. Who knows? It would explain why all the mutants are dead.
Yeah, but...
Then why when they find Wolverine?
Yeah, then why wouldn't they keep hunting him down?
True. Alright. Point made.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a feeling it's gonna be like an alternate reality.
Yeah. Personally, though, I'm looking forward to the Logan of Us.
That's what you did there. Hey, they finally got X-23 in there. I'm down. And whoever the hell's gonna be the villain.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember.
They say, I heard rumors it's gonna be Mr. Sinister, but I heard somebody shoot it down recently.
No, like, I actually saw who it was supposed to be. Let me see, Logan. Dun, 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 dun. The internet sucks, so I can't find it.
Okay, there's it. Wolverine 3 Logan villain revealed. Will play Donald Pierce. This is the first villain to be revealed as part of this. Maybe it was more than one.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so what trailers did you get?
I got Power Rangers.
Yeah, I got that one too. Are you looking forward to that? Yeah, me neither. It looks like Breakfast Club meets Chronicles. Yeah.
It's like the worst parts of each one.
Yeah, Chronicles is actually a pretty good movie.
Exactly, which is why I'm saying they still took the bad elements of both movies and just got.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no. And then I got Triple X Return of Xander Cage.
Can't wait. I got that trailer too. I am so ready.
It's like, this movie looks stupid. Give me a frickin' ticket.
Give me all the tickets.
Was,
I will call all of my friends.
I remember that was a joke I made with a buddy of mine where it's like, he told me, it's like, so I heard that if G.I. Joe does well enough, you know, they're going to actually try and do a movie that's Transformers versus G.I. Joe. And just went, that sounds so stupid. Give me 50 tickets right now. And then he was like, that is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Here is a blank check and write whatever you want on it.
My body is ready for Triple X. It has a guy riding a motorcycle on water.
And
just fucking why not?
Skiing in a jungle.
Yes.
And people, and also just Vin Diesel playing hot potato with a grenade with Donnie Yen.
And even then, like, I did like it. Just kind of made fun, almost make fun of the Fast and Furious franchise. Like, here's your elite team of people. Jump, open the hatch, everyone flies out. I got my own people.
Yeah.
It's fucking, like, it looks like it's not taking itself seriously at all.
If you've seen the other ones, you know it doesn't.
No, like, it's not like the remake of Point Break, which is so, like, taking itself way too seriously.
And yet they have lines like me, they're extreme athletes.
I know, it's like, you can't say that with a straight face. At least this movie looks like, yeah, we know. We know. What else did you get?
Life.
Which one is that one?
That's the one that basically looks like an alien clone. That has Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Reynolds.
Did I get a trailer for that?
I'm not sure. Basically, a bunch of guys are on a space station.
Oh, I did get a trailer for that. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
What do you think of that one?
Wait and see.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because, like, all I know is it's basically an alien clone. Like, quite literally.
Speaking of which, that Arrival movie comes out this week. You gotta check that out.
Happy birthday to me!
Oh, that's right. Happy early birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, yay, it comes out on my birthday!
I had one poor friend whose birthday was today.
I had a friend whose birthday was yesterday as well. It's like, happy birthday, here's your present, Donald Trump. I didn't actually say that, but it's like, nah, that'd just be evil.
Oh, man.
After that, I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Hope that's good.
Oh, I am so excited.
I mean, hopefully I'll have a good villain, because again, that's, who's playing again? Kevin Costner? No. Fuck, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't even know who the villain is.
Hateful Eight. One of the main characters until the halfway point.
Oh, no, he's not a villain.
In Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Yeah, he is. He plays Egon the Living Planet.
Oh, I didn't know that was a villain.
That's a villain, dude.
Oh, all I knew is that it was I can't say because spoiler.
It's online. It's not exactly a secret at this point.
Well, I mean about the connection.
Yeah, I mean that's public knowledge at this point, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't think Star Lord's father would be.
Because this fucking thing is not a villain. Yeah. Also, kind of like, how the hell are you gonna translate that to film?
I don't know. Also, tell me how that thing's Peter Quill's father. That's what I want to know.
I think they made a joke about that. Apparently, in the movie verse, he can like make himself into human form. That's why I think there's.
I am Zeus.
Kind of, yeah. But I think there was a joke in the Comic-Con footage. I didn't see it. I just read about it later, where I guess Drax goes, "Do you have a penis?" And he goes, "Yes, I have a penis." Kurt Russell, that's who's playing him.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm a little worried that they are trying to jam too many characters onto the team now, because I know Nebula's on there now, I guess.
Who?
She was the crazy chick from the last movie.
Okay, so the Gamora's sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's his name? Douchebag racist from Walking Dead.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. He's also on the team now, apparently.
Okay. Well, to be fair, he was an existing guy that was kind of there anyway.
Sure, I mean, they're both existing characters, so, like, and Mantis is in this movie now, too. Still no Cosmo. I'm very disappointed. Cosmo is my favorite goddamn character from the comics, and he made a cameo in the first movie. He is yet to talk in a Russian psychic accent. I'm very disappointed.
And no Howard the Duck either.
I can live without Howard the Duck, but I want my Cosmo. Which sounds like I'm asking for a drink.
Or better yet, make a spin-off with Cosmo and Howard the Duck.
Oh, God. No, I want to spin off with Rocket Raccoon and Cosmo, because they hate each other in the comics. It's kind of great.
Okay, after that, I got Star Wars Rogue One.
I'm hopeful. I said hopeful, not optimistic.
Yeah. Good choice of words. I'm kind of on the fence.
I love the way it's shot. I'll say that much. I like the guerrilla-esque angles and grime and dirt they have in it.
Like it looks good, but whether or not it'll be good, like I'm a little concerned about how corny and campy some of the lines are in that latest trailer.
To be fair, it's Star Wars.
At the same time, someone put it looks like it's as someone put it, it's got the camp without the charm. Like it looks like it's taken itself a bit too seriously.
Maybe. I don't know, like we'll see. It's one of those kind of wait and see movies.
Yeah.
Did you get the Wonder Woman trailer?
No, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I got that one.
I did not. Maybe I did. I just forgot to write down. But I know which one you're talking about. The newest one that came out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I didn't get that trailer, but I did. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm really hopeful for Wonder Woman. If any of these characters deserve a good movie, it's Wonder Woman.
She deserves it, but at the same time, WB.
Yeah, and I know like everyone's like, oh, this trailer, like, shut up, Marvel fanboys. You finally got a good movie. It's like, yeah, but WB always has a habit of great trailers for terrible movies.
Like, I will say it, I've said it before and I'll say it again, the only one I have any legitimate hope for is The Batman.
And even then, I've heard there's some behind-the-scene issues with that movie.
As long I have faith in Ben Affleck, considering the last 3 movies he directed were great, the one that's coming out is probably going to be doing solid.
Yeah. Like, my concern, I mean, it has Jeff Johns taking the direction of the DC cinematic universe, which gives me a little hope because I know Jeff Johns is a great writer.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like DC has yet to earn my trust with their movies.
And also, he did produce Green Lantern still.
Yeah, but if you heard some of the stuff the studio is forcing down their throats, you can kind of... I don't really blame Jeff Johns for that.
Fair enough.
Because I think I was actually at the Comic-Con panel for that movie, and somebody says, like, when they're trying to get the movie made initially, they would go, like, all right, can you have Green Lantern without the ring? And I'm kind of like, this movie's never going to get made. And these are the people that are making these movies.
I am not a huge Green Lantern guy. But what the hell?
It's better than their original idea for the Green Lantern movie, which starred Jack Black in a slapstick comedy.
I remember that.
He makes a giant green condom. Comedy. Either way, my point is DC has to earn my trust before I'm willing to... Like, I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate it. I think the trailer looks really good. It's just I don't trust it.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to for me. And then what else you got?
The Great Wall.
Oh, I got that one too. That one looks iffy.
Yeah, I don't have much hope for that one either. It's like, I know the director's done good things, but at the same time, it's like, this looks kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I'm loving how the American trailers are totally catoing Matt Damon, though.
I know, right? And it's like, if you've learned fucking nothing.
Yeah. Well, because the whole thing is like, because the director went on, saying he's actually not the main character.
No, and but you would not know that from watching the American trailers from this movie. Yeah. It's kind of like how Star Trek Beyond was like portrayed an entirely different movie than what we actually got. Yeah. To an extent. Which I want to get that on Blu-ray because that fucking movie was so much fucking fun.
It was a good one.
Still my favorite of the 3, to be honest. But I know that's... No, I still stand by that. I still think it is. But anyway.
Yeah, I still say for me, the first will be the best, but at the same time, all 3 of them were good, so I have no complaints.
Yeah. I know a lot of people didn't like the second one, and I get why.
Yeah.
I still think it's a good movie, though.
I thought it was a good movie with a not-so-great ending.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But, anywho. So, yeah, you got any final thoughts for Doctor Strange?
Definitely check it out, and definitely see it in 3D.
Yes, what he said. And again, like, Marvel's on a good streak. Like, even, like, the bad ones, I would say, aren't bad movies.
Yeah.
They're just, at best, like, really mediocre.
Yeah, because like for me, the worst ones were Ant-Man and Thor 2, and even then, it's like I will not say they were bad.
I wouldn't get into that. I would put Iron Man 2 and Thor 2 in the bottom.
I can understand that. Thor 2, I mean Iron Man 2, even though I will say that was like not great in terms of writing. It was still a fun movie for me.
It was, but at the same time, I also felt like it was doing more of the same. And that one of all the Marvel movies really felt like we're really trying to push home the the Avengers agenda here.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
So like, even like in this movie, like it still pushes a little forward, but it doesn't take away from what's being. Doesn't take away from the rest of the movie. It still stands on its own fine.
Right, but yeah, to be fair, the fact that I forgot about Iron Man 2 shows how little I cared about that one. It's like I thought it was weird that they jumped from Iron Man 1 to 3.
Oh, you didn't remember Justin Hammer? I like that actor, but that character annoyed the shit out of me.
Although I liked his cameo in
that was a good cameo.
In the short.
Yeah. But Trent's really actually going to bring the Mandarin back in any way.
Yeah, the real Mandarin.
The real Mandarin. I was just saying, we know. We're sorry. We're sorry. We fucked up. We're sorry.
I still love that twist, though.
Well, give your Asian stereotype his day. Just give it a fucking time.
Yeah. It's like, you said you do the same thing for the ancient one, but we got something that wasn't a stereotype or wasn't even Asian.
And you're still mad.
Well, actually, they're especially mad because it's just like...
Well, it worked. It's playing in China now.
Yeah, because, I understand. You want representation, and there probably were ways that they could have made that without making a giant stereotype.
No, I agree.
Just look at that movie. Just cast an Asian person, play it the way they did.
Just more like just making him Tibetan was the big issue. Because the Chinese audience has a serious issue with Tibet. That was really the big... What?
Just a Family Guy joke.
Okay. But like that was really the main motivational reason. Because honestly, especially recently, Marvel has been more respectful towards their character's original ethnicity.
Yeah.
Hell, I mean, Luke Cage is perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Because I mean that one's like pure exploitation.
Yeah, and you have to be. I mean, that's pretty much like part of the center of the thing. I mean, the center of the comics and like that whole It has to be. It has to be the way it was, and I thought they did that fantastically.
I mean, when it comes to characters and race, the big thing is the character defined by their race in any way? Because the answer is no. You can change it without affecting the character at all. Like Human Torch is a good example of that. Or even Spider-Man, I would say, falls under this category.
Yeah.
Their race does not play into who they are as a character in any significant way.
Yeah.
I mean, when you take Luke Cage, you can never play Luke Cage as a white guy because who he is and where he grew up is such a huge part of his character.
Yeah. It's kind of like, or also...
And it'd also be amazingly offensive. But...
Yeah. I'm Luke Cage. I fight for Harlem.
That's like having
Jesus.
That's like having Mr. Miyagi be played by a white guy. Hello, I'm Mr. Miyagi. Nice to meet you. Yeah. That's my impression of a white guy.
I'm a quarter Japanese.
Okay, aloha.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, God. Or even like the Black Panther, for example, is another example. I would say there is no way you can make that character anything else.
Yeah.
Because it would just be wrong if you did that. But
especially if you made him a white South African.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God. That's
boy.
Wow. But there's that, and also the fact that but you can make Nick Fury black, no problem.
Yeah.
And because it doesn't matter in his case.
Because he was originally David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, and then the Ultimate Universe came in, made him black. Nobody seemed to care then.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, you base anyone off Sam Jackson.
True, and you actually get Sam Jackson to play him, and you're like, okay, I'm cool with this. Let's go. We're good. Let's go.
Yeah.
And move on.
And of course, another great example. As much as I don't like that movie, I Am Legend.
Was the character white in that original comic?
In the original book, yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I think he was. For me, it's just, and it was like seeing the movie because I never read the book. I was like, I didn't care.
Or even then, Deadshot is white in the comics.
Yeah.
And he's playing Will Smith in the movie. That's one of the few cases where nobody seemed to care at that point.
Because he was also the only one that did he was one of the couple of people that actually did a good job to the character.
Well, Captain Boomerang, I will still give all the props in the world. Because he was entertaining regardless.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie was kind of hit and miss, but
I liked her a lot.
I don't know. There's some the lines in the movie that felt kind of awkward to me.
Yeah, for me, I blame more the writing than anything.
Yeah, and then Jared Leto was Jared Leto.
Yeah. Once again, that I just blame on the editing. I feel like there was...
I didn't really like his interpretation anyway, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I think somebody put it best, where it says there are a lot of parts watching the scenes that he's in where you're just like, do you get the feeling while watching this, Jared Leto is just thinking, I'm nailing this. And watch it again. Watch it with that, like, imagine him thinking that while he's acting, and it's impossible not to see. Especially when he's doing shit like this. You know, he's thinking, I'm being so edgy right now. I'm acting so hard, you guys. So hard. Now try watching this thinking and watch that movie thinking anything else.
That's funny, but that assumes that I'd bother watching.
Well,
it
at least
again.
like the Joker scenes, all 5 of them, 3, 2.
Yeah, 5 minutes he's there. That being said, though, I am kind of curious about the extended cut.
Me too, to be honest. Like, that's a movie I'm willing to give a second chance because I feel like there's a good movie there.
Yeah.
It just hidden under a lot of crap.
Yep.
But even then, that only has like what, 15 minutes?
Of course, you have to factor in like what scenes they'd be also replacing too.
True, that's just true.
Because there's,
but it's also extended cut, not director's cut.
Even though he did say this, even though the director did say this is his cut.
Okay.
Like on the record.
All right. Well, then who knows? Maybe that could be better. We'll find out.
I hope.
But anyway, I think we talked on long enough. So next week we got like what? Arrival. We still got Hacksaw Ridge. We got time to go see that. And something else, I'm sure. What even comes out next week?
Let me see.
Arrival.
Shut In.
Is Shut In the only one?
Almost Christmas.
I haven't even heard of that fucking movie.
Neither have I. Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk.
Oh god, it looks like a blaxploitation movie.
It is.
We gotta go see it.
I'm good. Because it's
Come on, you loved When the Bow Breaks.
Yes,
Admit
but that was horrendously amazing.
This could be too.
With the 44%, that just says.
I don't know, man. It could work. Arrival's got 97, so I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
So honestly, next week might be a catch-up week. The fact that Shut In has no percentage at all concerns me. Another movie I haven't even heard. I haven't heard of any of these movies.
I've heard of Billy Lynn's Halftime Walk.
I haven't. Yeah, this is news to me at all.
That's an Ang Lee movie about a guy who comes from war.
Oh, Ang Lee. He had one good movie.
Yep.
Oh, 2.
He had several.
What, like the one before the Hulk and Life of Pi? I think that was it.
There was also a movie called Lust Caution, which I heard was like really good.
That sounds. Is that a porno? Because that sounds like a name of a porno.
It is an erotic thriller that got NC-17.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's all we got. So, yeah, go watch Doctor Strange. It's good. It's entertaining.
See you next time, guys.